Hey guys, it's Wacko. Welcome you to week 5 of CLDL. This week we're up against Geo, who unfortunately, kind of like me, he's also in the dumps of losing a lot. I think he might be 0-4, if not 1-3 as well. And then meanwhile, I'm 1-3 going into this game, so both of us really need to pick up a win, and I'm pretty sure, like, if whoever wins here just kind of whoever loses here kind of will probably end up facing demotion next season, unless he doesn't feel like demoting himself. Because um, it's a Coco team with like Iron Moth and like, it's just not good. um, and on my side, I feel like I kind of struggled with draft a little bit, and like I really fucked up draft by not. I was just going like too gung ho, and then I was like, oh, my electric resist has 51 special defense. Oops. Um, and then I got a little bit unlucky the last, week 2 and week 4. So yeah, this week we're going balls to the walls. Um, my sets this week, I'm bringing back Great Tusk with the Choice Scarf, Adamant Nature. Outspeeding Coco, as long as Coco isn't Scarf. As long as anything on his team isn't Scarf. I'm actually expecting him to be like Iron Moth with I was expecting his Iron Moth to actually be like Specs booster special attack, because it would help him break through Slowking and Gudra very well. Assuming I'm not like max Spidef like Assault Vest on both of them. But I'm pretty sure like Fire Blast is just breaking through Slowking, especially if he gets up a layer of spikes with Ferrothorn. Then he easily breaks through with Fire Blast, and I don't have a switch into Fire Blast. If he gets up 3 layers of spikes on a Stealth Rock, I pretty much have to sack him on to Iron Moth like every time. So yeah, I was Scarf Tusk with the Headlong Rush, Close Combat, Rapid Spin, and for some reason I ran Stealth Rock and I put Knockoff off. Um, but seeing that he brought Miss Drevis, I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot why I put Knockoff on there and then removed it. So I was kind of shitting my pants and I saw this Miss Drevis. So yeah, my Zapdos set is kind of interesting. Um, I opted to run like a bulky set, but without Roost. So I'm running Hurricane, U-Turn, Defog, Toxic. I really did not like my matchup against Rhyperior, and I figured that um, I would just kind of go ahead and Toxic it, and then like U-turn out and go Tusk, and then like kind of stall out some of the turns a little bit if I have to. It's also extra removal because I'm Scarf Tusk, and I didn't really want to lock in a Scarf Rapid Spin, but in case. I felt like Tusk was one of those mons where like I only needed dual stab this week, other than I should have had knockoff over Stealth Rock, but yeah. Um, Anyways, my next set was Glaring Slowking with the Shuka Berry. Again, it's something else that can kind of sit on Rhyperior, like a little bit. I'm running what the fuck was I running? I think Psychic Noise, Flamethrower, Grass Knot, and Earthquake. Um, I was running Psyshock, but I would rather click Earthquake into Iron Moth and then also hit Roaring Moon. Even if it's like for 20%, I would rather hit that Roaring Moon, because Roaring Moon I kinda need some chip on Roaring Moon if I want to win with Azumarill. Um, and my Azumarill this week is Belly Drum with Liquidation, Aqua Jet, Play Rough, Citrus Berry, obvious. Well, I guess it's not super obvious that I'm Citrus, but yeah, I am running the Citrus Berry. My next set is Gudra with the Assault Vest, Flamethrower, Draco Meteor, I think Thunderbolt, and Earthquake. I ran Thunderbolt because I only needed like 3 moves on Gudra. I could have maybe run Heavy Slam, but I'd rather not like touch Ferrothorn, Iron Barbs if I don't have to. So I opted to run Thunderbolt for Articuno, which he didn't bring. He also didn't bring Mega Metacham, which I was really surprised about. I thought Metacham like absolutely destroyed my team. But I kind of get why he didn't bring it, because touching Zapdos is kind of tough, and like if you can't run like protective pads on your Mega Evolution, if you touch Zapdos and get static paired, like you pretty much just lost your Medicham to like everything. Although I'm pretty sure Medicham still outspeeds like two of my Mons, so I don't know. It also doesn't die to like anything I do other than Hurricane from Zap, so there's that. And my last set is my Mon of the Week for sure. And I almost didn't bring this. I almost opted to go with like a Swords Dance Terraghost Shadow Sneak set. Um, Unfortunately, I believe Roaring Moon just barely lived like +6 Shadow Sneak. And then I realized I'm Terra Decidueye, so I can click Curse with Terra. I can remove my Ghost typing, so I went with Terra Poison. And my set this week is Curse, Trailblaze, Spirit Shackle, and Roost. So the idea is to bait in Ferrothorn and trap it, and then set up on Ferrothorn with a bunch of curses, and then Trailblaze to get my speed back up, and then kind of just whittle things down from there. I don't have Sneak on the set, so if I can't get max speed back from hitting Ferrothorn, then it's just kind of uh, what can you do, I guess, from there. And yeah, so getting started, just gonna lead with Decidueye. He actually led with Rhyperior, and I was like, okay. I actually thought he might lead Rhyperior, and I figured at least leading Decidueye would make him want to switch out. And I don't think he'd want to go hard Moon on like a potential like U-turn, like a Choice Band U-turn. It could be like, I think Choice Band Terra. If I was Terra Ghost, it would have been like scary, but like Choice Band Terra Ghost Decidueye, I think was pretty scary for him as well. Um, but I wasn't Terra Ghost, so I wasn't sure what I was expecting. I crit the Ferrothorn with Spirit Shackle. Now that he's trapped, I'm gonna Terra and click Curse. Um, I had the Terra. I really didn't want to have to Terra there, but it would have been. I would have just removed. I would have taken a bunch of HP if I didn't. So he's gonna get up a bunch of spikes, and I'm just gonna click Curse until I get to +6 because I pretty much need +6 to like KO everything. Um, So I'm gonna Curse. My speed's gonna get really fucking low. He's gonna knock. It does pretty much nothing. And I get to +6 now. He's gonna knock, and I'm gonna start Trailblazing, which actually does a lot more than I thought. But I think in my head, I was expecting this to be like leftovers. So at this point, I was expecting it to be at like full health, and I thought Trailblaze plus leftovers would be enough to get me back to like full speed or max speed. However, that wasn't really the case. And I'm not going to get all my speed back, unfortunately, but I will Trailblaze. Um, he's going to Power Witch, which doesn't do anything, and I'm going to Roost. And then at this point, he says, bro, this is Giga Unfun. I'm sorry. Man, I don't want to demote, okay? This is what I have to do to not demote, okay? Like, I don't know what you expect. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna Trailblaze, which gets me all the way back to -1. He's gonna bring out Miss Drevis, who's gonna Wisp me, which is pretty fair. But honestly, as long like killing this Miss Drevis here pretty much locked me to win with Tusk, anyways. So yeah, from there he's gonna bring out the Tapu Koko, and he's gonna forfeit. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate, but I think at this point he kind of had nothing to break through Decidueye. I kind of lived like every hit from like everything. Roaring Moon was doing pretty much nothing, and I could just roost off like everything it does. I could probably roost off whatever the Rhyperior is doing. I do think maybe he could have killed the Decidueye and claimed it, but it would have just been annoying at that point, and like I don't think he felt like playing that game. Especially when at that point, like, as long as I can chip down Rhyperior a little bit, then Scarf Tusk kind of wins. I don't know what his Moth is, but potentially I think Tusk wins from there. So yeah, Decidueye gets a 6-0 from lead, which, again, kind of sucks I had to play this way, but um, This is probably one of the coolest sets I've run in a while, and I'm proud of myself for this. He even said like, "Oh, GG, I lost to this weird set, but it worked." Um, so yeah, my opponent's name has GG in it, so GG to him. So yeah, so that brings me to 2-3. My differential, I believe, I am at +1 now, despite having more losses. So, um, at least my differential's looking okay, which is really funny because I got 6-0'd week 1, and I somehow have positive differential, but my losses, my two other losses, are less than my other win, so I guess that makes sense. Math is math, and yeah. Next week we'll be facing Martin, who has a pretty bulky team with like Corviknight. I think he has like Terra Colossal. I don't remember what else he has. I know he has like Pult. Oop, wrong tab. He has like Dragapult. Let me see. CLDL, Master Division. Rosters. He has. You can see most of it. Pult, Sneasler, Corviknight, Clefable, Arboliva, Terra Colossal. Oh, it's also Terra Arb, and then he has Mega Blastoise, Ampharos, Eldegoss, and Chargebug. So he has 3 Mons that he'll probably never use. Although he did use Ampharos 1 week, but I'll pray to God that he doesn't use it. Also, I didn't know he had Eldegoss. That's fucking based. Cool team. Bunch of kind of a bulkier team with the Clefable and the Corviknight and the like all of his bottom mons. Like his offense is Sneasler, Pult, Crook. So yeah, that'll be interesting to face, and I will see you guys next week.